Why workplace-based assessment? Firstly, it is a directive from the South African Committee of Medical Deans of the Faculties of Health Sciences, as well as from the College of Medicine. This directive is with very good reasoning. Firstly, WBA is a very powerful educational tool, which is the most important reason for its implementation. It enhances training through the provision of feedback. It allows for early pickup of underperformance and remediation of specific areas. And it ensures that trainees grow towards being competent specialists. Secondly, it's also a helpful assessment tool. It allows to confirm competence has been achieved prior to certification as an independent specialist, which is a key responsibility for training programs. The learning tool potential of WBA is the main reason why all the admin and the hassle of implementing it is worthwhile. We know that most learning for postgraduate trainees is experiential, and this is greatly enhanced by feedback. Studies have shown that supervisors consistently feel that they provide feedback 80% of the time, while trainees only perceive this 15% of the time. Workplace-based assessment helps to make that feedback explicit and ensures that it happens. Traditional in-course assessments like end-of-block assessments unfortunately are too late to allow improvement during that rotation and during training, whereas continuous observation with feedback enhances practical growth and allows trainees to target their own weak areas. It also allows trainees to know their actual ability and develop their own capacity to self-assess, as trainees notoriously under or over-assess their own abilities. Therefore, it allows trainees to become specialists quicker and more competent at the end of their training time. Traditional assessments, being mainly written and oral exams of theoretical knowledge, assessed clinical reasoning and application only. And unfortunately, these are inadequate to assess the wider domain of competencies that are required of a specialist in daily clinical practice. This is especially true for the execution of specific tasks. Logbooks have been introduced, but these record educational exposure only and not really competence. These traditional assessments are also inadequate for assessing communication, teamwork, professionalism, leadership, and similar competencies that are critical for daily practice as a specialist. However, traditional assessments remain very valuable to broadly assess the knowledge that's required within a specific discipline, whereas with WBA this is simply not feasible to assess. Therefore, to assess whether somebody knows or knows how to apply knowledge, the assessments such as MCQs and orals can do that, whereas the gold standard of assessing whether somebody's actually an expert or a competent specialist is to assess whether somebody can do the task through workplace-based assessment or direct observation of performance in practice. Thus, in summary, we need WBA to both ensure trainees become competent, but also to confirm that competence has been achieved before certification as an independent practitioner.